Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the fight that we've been waiting for a very, very long time. No more ducking. UFC 313. Pereira versus Magomed Ankalaev. It's going to happen. We're going to get it. I'm going to break it down a little bit. And I'm going to give you who I think is going to win this fight. How I think they're going to win this fight. Why they're going to win this fight. Like, comment, subscribe, share. This is somebody I know they'll enjoy just like you did. If you disagree, let me know in the comments. Be respectful. First off, Magomed is cap, all right? And apparently he deleted that tweet where he promised that he wouldn't shoot a takedown against Pereira. We knew that was cap. I don't think anybody believed that anyway. But I'm not going to say he's going to come in here, shoot. He's going to stand with Alex, but he's going to shoot. He's a well-rounded mixed martial artist. That's what's gotten him this far. He's going to shoot. Now, I'm very excited to see how much Glover Teixeira and the specifics training has taught Poatan. We only have one real fight to look at and it's at 205 when it comes to grappling, and that's Alex versus Jan Blachowicz. Jan was able to take Alex down, but not really hold him down. He controlled him. Alex was very complacent, but he couldn't hold him there, keep him there, and do significant enough of damage to win rounds. Now, Magomed has much better entries and takedowns on his shots. But as far as control, I feel like Jan is as good as he gets when it comes to being on top, neutralizing your opponent, holding them in a position. I think Jan is as good as he gets, especially on top in that position. Now, 25 minutes is a long time to avoid the power of Alex Pereira. And Magomed still hasn't cleaned up those leg kicks, man. He hasn't, the defense of the leg kicks. UFC stats are capped, but this shows a general way of how the fight was going. He was destroying and battering Magomed's legs. And they were getting cleanly kicked by Rakic as well. There were no checks. You know, Rakic's numbers were way off on his leg kicks landed. There were no checks. And we know what Jan did. Alex has better and less telegraphed kicks than them both. Oh, and Jan did it while standing orthodox. There's a lot of people talking about the orthodox. And now Magomed was orthodox here. But a lot of his work, he was orthodox. Magomed was southpaw. Now, that's interesting because Magomed's legs were toast in this fight. He could barely plant. And in rounds 3 through 5, he still shot the most fast and clean takedowns I've ever seen. That's horrifying for Alex Pereira. That's horrifying. Because on the feet, sure, you'll nullify his striking with the leg kicks, but damn, his entries are still beautiful. I mean, look at that single leg. Look at that double leg, completely lifting Jan off of his feet. These were why his legs were battered. Rewatching him versus Jan shows me, furthermore, why I felt then that I felt this way then, and I'm feeling this way now. It shows me, furthermore, why he should have been undisputed champion of the world and gotten his hand raised against Jan Blachowicz. You also have to respect the speed and the straight shots of Magomed. Very crisp, very fast, very accurate. Not much pop behind them. And I was going to say, does that sound familiar? But Khalil has much more pop. Much more pop and the speed. Magomed don't really have that pop. And that's going to play a big factor here. Magomed is very well on top. I mean, he can very well hold his own on the feet, though. Use his speed, use his timing, and wrestle his way to a decision. His BJJ isn't scary. His submission game isn't that much of a game changer. He'll get on top, and he'll do some damage. He'll do some ground and pound, but as far as submission game and his BJJ, So it's really a matter if he can hold Poatan down. Because Poatan has shown in his Blachowicz fight that whether there's 3 minutes left or 30 seconds left, I'm going to work my way to my feet. And once I work my way to my feet, I'm going to utilize that time the best of my abilities. I'm going to make the most out of it. I'm going to get big moments. I'm going to sway judges. I'm going to try to win these rounds back. And I keep telling myself 25 minutes. It's a long time. Every round starts on the feet. Alex has the ability to activate Guerrero spirit and plot forward. Throw himself in the fire. He did it against Khalil Roundtree. He did it against Izzy, down 3-1 going into the 5th. And man, with the legs beat up and that Guerrero walking you down, Guerrero walking you down, I don't know how you make it out. Especially if you don't have enough pop coming back to make Alex respected. And I know he got knocked out in this fight, but I threw this in just to furthermore show how crazy Alex's leg kicks is. You look here. 2 minutes and 22 seconds left in the first round. Alex is here. He has thrown and landed a beautiful low calf kick, and the time is still 2 minutes and 22 seconds. That is the tell. That is how little tell, how hard it is to telegraph his leg kicks. And it's still a lot of power. And he's not even throwing 100% to his leg kicks, but his placement is catching you off guard before you can even have a chance to try to check it. And look at Izzy. He tried to get it back, but dude, we're talking a second. We're talking a second. And that's the difference. That's the difference. And Magomed can't really shoot shots going backwards. We know he can shoot them when his legs are hurt, but if he's going backwards and that Guerrero spirit is activated. I keep saying that. I probably sound cringy, but he's a Guerrero. You know what I'm saying? He's a clip. He go get clip farming too. Magomed don't get KO. He's gonna clip farm you, but he's just not gonna be able to shoot shots on the back foot. Once that happens, I think Magomed's gonna be winning this fight, in majority of this fight, and looking good in this fight. I think Alice is gonna invest in leg kicks. I think Alice is gonna throw a few to the body. He's going to take advantage of that open stance. And he's going to throw the leg kicks, and he's going to throw some to the body. And I don't see him being worried about Magomed catching kicks because of how fast and dangerous they are. Obviously, his kicks to the body and kicks to the head aren't going to be a second long, but that's how quick it is. That's the timing of it, and there's no tell on it. And you almost have to guess if you're the opponent. In an open stance, if Alice can keep Magomed guessing, to where Magomed does try to catch a body kick, the moment he tries to catch that body kick, and that's a problem. I was going to go question marks. I think it's going to be a moment in this fight where Alice just says, you know what? Let's go on the fire. Let's go do it. Let's go get it out the mud. We're down on rounds, or we're close on rounds. I'm going to walk this guy down. I'm going to be mano-a-mano. And we're going to see what happens. And with that being said, doesn't usually end that well. And a lot of people say, but the wrestling, man, and that's facts. Magomed is the hardest test Alex has ever fought in his MMA career. Simply for the fact that he can wrestle, he can grapple. But if you're going backwards and you're hurt and you're going backwards, Alex is going to sprawl you. He's going to be throwing knees up the middle. You're not going to be as successful in that wrestling. And I got Alex Pereira KOing Magomed and Steele in the third round. And when that happens, or if that happens, there's nothing left. There's nothing left. Dana, do the right thing. Let the man try his luck at heavyweight. He's going to have that lighter man skill. He's going to have the speed. His power should translate. It's going to be, can he take their power? He's going to be fast. He's going to be able to be in the fire. Him versus Tom Aspinall is a great fight. I think Tom beats him. But it could very well be him versus John Jones. I think Jones beats him. But Alex Pereira has a striker's chance in every one of those fights. And it's something that we need to see. Let the man try to make history. He deserves it. He earns it at this point, especially if he beats Magomed Ankalaev. That's who I'm rolling with. Official picks and predictions of full card dropping tomorrow. Send this to somebody. I know they'll enjoy it just like you did. Bets dropping Wednesday. It's UFC 313. Let's go. Biggest fight of the year so far. Let's go. Like, comment, subscribe, share this. Don't be stingy. Jump together. You ain't got to go home, but you got to get up out of here, man. Yeet.